very common question. Many of times in the interview it is being asked, what is your strength and weaknesses? Now many of times if you ask anyone, they will tell da 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 da. They will all prepare 100 different strength. Now the dilemma comes about the weaknesses. What weakness shall I mention? Now my suggestion here is what I personally found it interesting and liked also when others are saying, giving this kind of response. वीकनेस थोड़ा क्लेवरली बोलना चाहिए. मान लीजिए my possible area of development is I am too punctual. I reach to the meeting venue 20 minutes before the schedule. Now there is a possibility the interviewer will say, how come it's a weakness? It's a good thing, reaching before the schedule. Then you can say, no sir, that is good thing, but the problem is reaching meeting venue 20 minutes before means 5 minutes before should have been good, na? So 15 minutes means I am losing 15 minutes of my productive time. I could have used that 15 minutes in a more productive way rather than waiting outside the meeting venue. Now that's a smart answer, right? See, actually it's not a weakness. Trust me, it is actually not a weakness. It's a strength. But by giving the answer, crafting the answer this way, what you have shown is you are smart. Your smartness has been shown. Similarly, I am too honest. It is very difficult for me to hide a mistake which may have a serious impact on the project from my supervisor. Now again, well, that's not a drawback, or that's not an area of improvement at all. That's a strength. That's not a weakness. Again, I will say, no sir, I heard that sometimes you need to be diplomatic. It is very difficult for me to be diplomatic when I have made a mistake. Again, a very smart, very clever answer. So what you are doing is, you are, in the name of weakness, in the name of areas of improvement, you are actually showcasing something which are actually strength, but you are twisting it in a different way, as if it's a weakness. Many people make a mistake saying that I don't have any weakness. I have identified all the weaknesses and overcome it. That's wrong. Now, what if I say some real area of development or real weakness? Yes, we can, provided that doesn't become the showstopper for me to get the job. We have reached to the last 3-4 minutes. I will talk about the organization a bit now. Our organization, what do we do and what is our value proposition, very quickly. Now, the organization name is Blessed IT Solution Private Limited. So what we do, we provide a different type of services or solution to our clients. Now, starting from computer programming or software development services, training services, that is L&D, learning and development, corporate training, individual training, coaching, all these things. Their recruitment services, help them to get the right talent from the market, all these things. And also we provide a bridge course also, where we stand between the corporate and the university students. Now here I will give you some shocking statistics. It's not my statistics. It has published in various different newspapers, Indian newspaper and all these things over a period of time. So if you Google it, the employability of, again I have focused about the engineering students, because our main key area is mostly on the engineering students. However, management students are also part of it. So how much a student usually pay, a student or student's parents pay to make them a graduate engineer? Depends on the college, but definitely 3 lakhs to 7 lakhs in the range. Unless the college is very lavish college, then it can be even more than 7 lakhs also. But in the range of 3 to 7. Do you know 25 to 35% of the graduate engineers, freshers, remain unemployed after spending so much of money and their effort by studying for 4 years, right? Shocking. Why so? The reason is a study by the analytic firm Aspiring Minds is the name. Again, you can Google it. That only 4.8 of the candidates could write correct logic and less than 1.4% could write the correct code. So that is the problem, right? So what do we need to do for that? Most of the students with the average academic background face is they take up additional training which may have a demand in the market at that moment but have abundant supply as well. Very important thing, whatever you are studying, I mean engineering, management, whatever it might be, one thing is very clear. I mean, I and it is irrespective of the college or university, it is irrespective of the even country also, be it India, be it Western country, there is no major difference. The thing is, whatever is required by the industry today and whatever I am learning from the university today, there has always been a gap. Why so? Because for the universities, they need time to prepare their curriculum, courseware, get their faculties trained, and then introduce it in the curriculum and then teach that to you all students, right? It requires time, especially for IT industry is a very fast moving industry. So every now and then new thing comes and end client keep on go for that new technology many of times with the ga, yes, we need this, we need this, we need this. Whether they understand anything or not, that's a different story altogether. Now, उसमें क्या होता है? Organization expects the person to know X. University unfortunately could not give that X. So उसमें क्या होता है? Students go out to various different institutes to acquire knowledge about that X. Now X is not a single thing ना. X मतलब एक कोई एक चीज नहीं है. There are a lot of things, lot of technology, lot of tools, everything is available in the market. So what people do? People go for something which a lot of people are going. But what we forget is जिसमें supply ज़्यादा है, अगर if I get myself prepared or study on that, then my employability goes down. It's a very simple demand supply equation, right? So what I need to do is I need to identify something जिसमें demand तो है, demand तो काफी सारा है, but supply is very low. So then I need to choose that and go there. It's not very easy. So there we come into the picture if the university, college, everybody asked for. We work in a completely different way. We start from the other side, from the corporate side. We ask them, Baba, do you require fresher? Somebody says yes. How many? 20. When? 3 months down the line. What you expect them to know? They say these things. Now, after getting that information, we go to the university and tell, let's say X organization has a demand of 20 freshers who are expected to know those things. Do you have students readily available who knows all these things? If yes, fantastic, no problem. We just make this marriage happen. Our role is just marriage counselor. शादी करवा दिया बच्चे के साथ organization का. अगर if they don't have the exact skill, then we say okay, fine, we will train them. You give us, if the organization require 20 students, 20 freshers, I need 20 students only, not 21. And we will train them whichever things exactly required by the corporate, by that particular organization. After training, place them there, right? इसमें भी शादी करवाते हैं, in other word, but शादी से पहले थोड़ा ग्रूमिंग करवाते हैं. So this is another thing which we help the the universities and students to achieve in their career, to flourish their career. And finally, we are not a training institute. I mean, since we are talking about this kind of thing, so I want to emphasize we are not training institute. This is a part of more or less, I would say, CSR, corporate social responsibility. Because, and remember, this is not targeted for the cream of the students, toppers. No, toppers anyway, topper ko job mil jata hai. They don't have any problem. So our segment, or what we want to focus, whom we want to help, is the average students. Those who are not toppers, middle segment, जिनके लिए job मिलना मुश्किल है. It's not so easy. Even if they get the job, the salary and all these things will be very poor, very low paid job. Perhaps they will not be able to utilize whatever they have learned. I mean, if you are learning MBA, then after MBA, if you do a training coordinator, trust me, in Accenture, in my team, when I was heading the L&D division of Accenture India, the delivery training segment, in my team, as training coordinator, I had a team of 50 fresh faces, boys and girls. They all are MBAs. They all were not employee of Accenture, contractor. Salary 15 to 18,000. So after doing MBA, if you are forced to do a job of 15 to 18,000 to earn your livelihood, that's not correct. That's not correct. That's exploitation. Now, why organization is exploiting? Because I lack that skill. Like I there we try to bridge that gap. Enhance their skill and all these things, so that they get at least they get a job, and they get a decent job with a decent salary. That's what our aim is.